Hey folks, Andrew Trexler with the Law Office of Andrew X. Trexler. I'm talking to you today about the automatic stay in bankruptcy. It's kind of a long, tedious term, but it's actually one of my favorite things about this bankruptcy practice. What the automatic stay is that is a law. It's a court order. It's an automatic court order that kicks in the moment you file a case, and it stops nearly any type of debt collection. Uh, from wage garnishments to lawsuits to repossessions of vehicles, foreclosures on your home, a lot of stuff. It also stops the simple things like phone calls and harassing letters demanding that you pay a debt. The moment you file a bankruptcy, you don't have to deal with any of that. The only exceptions of any note are that you got to keep paying your child support, and government agencies or the ex spouse can still try and collect child support. And criminal proceedings aren't stopped by the automatic stay. But otherwise, essentially any type of debt collection is stopped. Even collection on debts that don't go away in a bankruptcy, like taxes or student loan debt. The idea is that everybody needs a breathing spell as they go through this process. The moment they file a case, there's a good chance they're going to get rid of all these debts in their bankruptcy, and so folks should leave them alone. And even if it's a debt that's going to survive the bankruptcy, they still just need a bit of time, maybe a few months or so, where they just don't have to worry about that while they're going through the bankruptcy. And the reality is that probably 98% of creditors who are owed money by somebody who files bankruptcy, they obey that order, that automatic stay that kicks in the moment you file, and they just leave folks alone entirely. But what happens that other 1 or 2% of the times when a creditor keeps calling or doesn't release a wage garnishment or doesn't pull back a bench warrant that could get you arrested for a failure to appear in a previous court case? Nothing necessarily. The saying like a law is really only as good as its enforcement. There's no bankruptcy police that come in and insist on creditors following that law. Really, in most cases, if your rights are being violated after you file bankruptcy, it takes an attorney who is willing to sue under the automatic stay laws in order to get you damages for any harm that's befallen on you, whether that's lost wages from a garnishment or cost to deal with the nonsense of the stay violations, or maybe emotional damages or other injuries that you've suffered. So you need an attorney, and you may want to consider asking any attorney who you're shopping around with if they actually do file lawsuits for violations of the automatic stay. At our firm, we're happy to do that, and I've been filing these for about a decade now. They generally work out well for clients. I take it seriously when creditors don't follow the laws, and I'm happy to sue when the facts are right. I mean, do we file a lawsuit because a creditor accidentally sent one letter after a bankruptcy was filed? Probably not, but that's not to say that they can just get away with bothering you forever.